All right, everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Thursday, November 12th. My name is Athen. So the moon is going into Scorpio here today from that new moon yesterday in Libra. So the natural progression of things is we are in this new phase about relationships. We're in this new phase about harmony in our life and having peace in our life in general. And so now, very naturally, the next sign is Scorpio, which is about getting deeper with that, maybe in those interactions, but most personally, and most importantly, with ourself, because the moon is our inner self. It's our private self. It's our personal relationship with our feelings. And so going into Scorpio, it's all about the depth with that and uncovering those feelings within self and having that transformation, having that healing, having that overall awareness of the inner workings of ourselves. Naturally, in that way, it unfolds in the relationships, it unfolds in the external environment once we have that inner connection. Now, this is very important because Saturn has recently gone into Scorpio, which has been about building foundations in terms of what's meaningful to us. In other words, only the things that are really meaningful to us in life can continue, because Saturn is saying, look, there has to be the foundation here. It has to be meaningful. It has to be deep. And that might be in relationships. It might be with our work. It might be with home, family, whatever it is. And so the moon is really activating that. In fact, the moon's going to go over that Saturn later on in the day. So it's a natural progression from Libra to Scorpio to go from the more social, interactive, easier, more surface level stuff into the deeper stuff with self primarily, and then very naturally the external environment and with our relationships. So as you can see, another very nice day with the aspects. Mercury trining up to Chiron today, so there is some healing taking place, as there has been here, specifically with our thinking, maybe with our communications, and also very much so in those interactions since Mercury is in Libra. And the moon does sextile up to that conjunction between Mars and the North Node, really activating this. So this later part of the week, there's a lot of new goal shifting. There's a lot of more awareness coming in about ourselves. Mars really represents the self and traditionally rules Scorpio too. So learning more about the depth, going deeper and maybe even facing some fears in many ways. So that's going to naturally unfold. And I think naturally there is this shift to ourselves. There's this shift to our goals. There's more understanding about how to assert ourselves, how to motivate ourselves, how to go after the things that are important to us. And naturally, that's going to be a backdrop to all of these shifts that are taking place in the big picture involving the North Node in Virgo, because it's all about self-improvement. It's all about growth with this transit of Virgo at the moment. So that's going to be the high point of the day. As the day unfolds, Venus does start to sextile up to Saturn, so actually very nice for serious interactions and deep interactions, but in an easier sort of sense, at least in one way. And in the way, it's about having that maturity, having that groundedness, maybe even productive, working together could be a great way of working with this. And very matter of fact too, very direct. So that's going to be more so tomorrow, but as the day unfolds, that moon then does get closer to that aspect and then does go over Saturn. So there is that self-mastery, that self-awareness of the self in that deeper sort of way, and learning more about that and having that self-awareness that is solidifying and creating those foundations within self. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.